In the heart of the Arabian Peninsula, a revolution was about to unfold. Not of swords, but of hearts and minds. This is the story of the genesis of Islam. The year is roughly 570 CE. The Arabian Peninsula, a crossroads of trade routes, was a vibrant tapestry of cultures and beliefs. Mecca, a bustling commercial hub, housed the Kaaba, a cube-shaped structure revered by many polytheistic tribes. This structure, filled with idols, served as a focal point for annual pilgrimages. Beneath this seemingly unified religious landscape, a deep spiritual yearning was stirring. Arabian society was largely tribal, characterized by a complex system of honor, loyalty, and often conflict. While some tribes embraced monotheism, the prevailing belief system was polytheistic. Social inequalities were rife, with the strong exploiting the weak, and women often relegated to a subordinate role. Muhammad ibn Abdullah was born in Mecca around 570 CE. Orphaned at a young age, he was raised by his grandfather and then his uncle, Abu Talib. He grew to be a respected member of Meccan society, known for his honesty and integrity, earning the title Al-Amin, the trustworthy one. Muhammad worked as a merchant, traveling to Syria and gaining exposure to different cultures and religions. He married Khadija, a successful businesswoman, who became his first wife and a pillar of support throughout his life. Despite his success, Muhammad felt a growing unease with his society. He began to withdraw from the hustle and bustle of Mecca, seeking solitude in the cave of Hira, located on Mount Nur, just outside the city. It was in this cave, during the month of Ramadan, around 610 CE, that Muhammad experienced his first revelation. The angel Gabriel appeared to him, commanding him to read. Overwhelmed and fearful, Muhammad returned to Khadija, who comforted and reassured him. She became the first person to believe in his prophethood. The revelations continued, gradually forming the verses of the Quran, the holy book of Islam, speaking of the oneness of God and the importance of justice. Initially, Muhammad shared his revelations only with his closest family and friends. Khadija, his cousin Ali, and his close friend Abu Bakr were among the first to embrace Islam. As the number of believers grew, Muhammad began to preach publicly in Mecca, calling upon people to abandon their idols. This message was met with fierce opposition from the Meccan elite, who feared the loss of their power and influence. They persecuted the early Muslims, subjecting them to social ostracism, economic boycotts, and even physical violence. Despite the hardship, the early Muslims